Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Aoshi, and today we've got a special thing going on because I got something slipped to my desk today. We don't know exactly what it is, but we do know that it is Gundam related, so it's going to be kind of not really a breakdown necessarily. It's kind of a reveal, a reaction, because, well, I've never seen this. So we'll go over it once, and then we'll break it down a little bit further, kind of go into in depth with the reveal of what we're going to get shown. And all I know is anytime I see these things, I just get super excited. I just get caught in the moment. So without further ado, let's go. I always get excited every time we have one of these. All right, what are we getting? Second. Oh no. I knew it. Oh my god. Hi-Nu. All right. God, it looks so good. I know it's purple, but we're gonna recolor it in blue. No problem. It's totally fine. Alright, standard beam rifle, charge shot, burst fire, okay. Wait, was that a double? A Saber, okay. Falcons. Pursue, basically. Pursue fire, very fast, okay. Defensive. Huh. Whoa, that's a suit that I haven't seen. What is that? And then we got the Nightingale here too? Oh man. I'm like having... Okay, so it's got Psychomo reaction, and it's got a full attack skill. Oh, and that counter. Oh, okay. Of course it would be a 700 general. Alright. We're going back in time, and we're gonna break it down. I'm gonna kill the audio, and we're going back in time. Alright guys, just like Huey Lewis and the news, we've gone back in time. We're coming back to break down this video, killed the audio, so we could go do this properly. So, let's go. I still get juiced every time I see these things, but I had to kill the audio because there's some things that I noticed right away as we were watching this that caught my eye, and it's pretty important, especially in the sense of actually figuring out what this suit has. Not just what it says in lore, but how that pertains to gameplay as well. But yeah, the Hi-Nu is such a big deal because it is a completed variation of what Nu should have been, according to the novel that it's based from. We got 6 funnels instead of the standard, I think 5 or so with the standard Nu. Alright, before we get too far ahead of ourselves here, standard beam rifle configuration. Obviously, as we assume with the regular standard Nu that we're used to, and even the side F version that we have as a raid, it's going to have the standard beam rifle that allows you to do a charge stun. We'll say probably 2 to 3 seconds charge time. And we're also looking in a burst fire mode, which I'll play a few frames ahead. That's about 4 or 5 shots. And that looks to be like the standard fare. Now, of course, we probably could assume with some room to breathe that I would say figure-wise in terms of the heat rate, damage output, and even stun build that we're looking at, the performance should be pretty similar. Range-wise, I wouldn't see it more than 300 meters in terms of the effective range, just so it's not overbearing compared to, say, the stock Nu or even the new FF that we're comparing it to. Jumping ahead even further, I had a weird audio cue on this one, and it sounded like it shot twice, so I don't know if this is an oversight on the development end. Can't take it at face value because, well, seeing as the Hi-Nu gets the new Hyper Bazooka, having a burst fire mode of 2 shots would probably it would surprise everybody, and I would pretty much say that would be game breaking in that sense, considering that one bazooka shot universally across the board has always been an 80% build stun, and having that would literally just get you so close to MA2 in this day and age, where a lot of the higher cost suits at 700 are running MA3, MA4 for raids, that it would be kind of the same situation of Unicorn, but in the sense of bazooka effectiveness. So gotta take it with a grain of salt. I'm pretty sure that's just a development oversight. Probably not going to be like that in the game. It's going to be your standard 80% build stun. We'll say that compared to the Fukuoka new, the raid, and the standard new, that I would say damage-wise we're still looking around the same ballpark range as well. 7-second cooldown time, probably longer cooldown reloads as well, but you know, some people prefer it to, you know, help them keep the raid off their teammate. So pretty interesting. We'll see more once we get our hands on to this, because I know I gotta have this. And of course, Nightingale's here. It's crazy, but that's not the focus today. We also have your standard beam saber swings here. I'm assuming for your neutral side swings, standard Federation beam saber swings, but we are looking at a thrusting effect. But more importantly, it has a thrusting motion, very much like the I want to say narrative Gundam. Even I don't recall if this Stein does that, but it's a very noticeable thrust, and hopefully the hitbox is very forgiving, because there are a lot of suits that have that thrusting motion as their downswing, and unfortunately, if they're already in a prone position from getting knocked down, the hitbox doesn't necessarily register that, and so a lot of times you would have to lead with the right or left foot, and that still counts as the downswing hitbox to get credit for that hit. So we'll see. But yeah, we have the fin funnel defense mode. Got your standard Falcons. I would say they're pretty much the same rate of fire speed as the standard new and the new FF. They don't seem very fast compared to like, say, the likes of the GBO2A, the Beam Bazooka version, or even the LMRS, or even the Mark II for that matter. So it's not as fast as that, but it's not abysmally slow. They're definitely serviceable, and they more than likely will have your standard 5% build stun, maybe more, but based on usage, if you combine everything else at that high cost, it's plenty enough to kind of help complement and supplement that build stun and even chunk in damage without, you know, tripping up your teammates in the process. Looking into the focus fire fin models, pretty standard. That's your pursue mode or your side engage. This is what threw me off even more. We have the defensive fin funnel engagement sub-weapon type of deal, which lovely Jagan heavy equipment type, by the way, but it does feel kind of weird how it locks on in that same sort of manner. We've seen how the discharge version for the Sazabi FF works, where you deploy it on a target and it automatically shifts to about a 45 to 90 degree angle and slowly tracks after a certain amount of time and then unloads its weapons. This almost suggests like you can actually lock on with friendly teammates, using that funnel to kind of help defend your teammates, almost in like a you know, protect me from the raid or protect your ace in that manner. That's pretty crazy. So, and they seem to fire all at once, so it's really hard to say with absolute certainty what kind of heat rate are we looking at and what kind of damage we're looking at. But I digress. I'm very excited. Really cool. Which, yeah, it looks like they'll be up for at least a couple shots, if not more. So, yeah, hard to say. It could be like how we have with the GUNBOI as well, which has that sort of pursuit funnels where they're hovering over you, just like the FF. There's probably some type of dedicated heat rate that hasn't been established yet, but it does seem like you are able to use that. And of course, we are on the defense fin funnel deal. Everybody knows about that since the original fin funnel regular new, so that's still there. FF doesn't get it, but does help you kind of get into the thick of things. I wonder if this will have a different armor. It'd be kind of funny if it has at least MA1, whereas the regular new doesn't, but I think we can get around without that. We'll see. Shield-mounted beam cannon, which is pretty standard. The one thing I want to note is that it has the shield missiles, but we go straight to the noticeable skills. So this is going to have the cycle frame resonance, just like the Sazabi FF, all the other sort of Amuro and Char type suits. So pretty cool. It's going to have that sort of little surprise there. So if you knock it down to a certain HP threshold, it will nullify any type of staggers that you will essentially give a target or receive only at the time that it activates, which I can vouch for. Being on both ends of the spectrum, it definitely catches you off guard if you're not expecting it, or you're just, you know, starting the first round of the day. But this suit, the new I'm sorry. The Hi-Nu will also have the skill called Full Attack, so basically just skimming this, it looks like it's the same type of skill description that the Sazabi FF gets. So what that means is that if you have a Psychomu weapon in use, like the fin funnels, and they're engaging, just like the Pursue attack, and even maybe even well, it doesn't say defensive in terms of getting the benefit. But basically, if you're pursuing and attacking, like you see in the clip here, your mobility and your damage output is increased. Now, if you're utilizing it in that pursue mode, where it's defending on somebody, or maybe there's some other configurations as well, it's very, how do I say, vague in a certain way how they're describing it, but if you're not using it in a sense that allows you to be aggressive with it, maybe you will not get that mobility and damage buff. So we'll see. Another aspect that we'll have to see once we get our hands. And then the lovely, oh, that counter looks so good. That is so good. It is a 700 cost general, and this is coming out on the 26th at 2200 hours Pacific time, and Nightingale will be available after 2200 hours on August the 2nd, so they just lined it up. But until then, that's it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I want to say special thanks to Bandai Namco Entertainment of America for allowing me to I'm just so excited. I'm trying to hold everything back, because if I don't, I can't be descriptive with this stuff. So I can't wait to get my hands on this. Thank you guys again. Bandai Namco of America, Entertainment of America, Bandai Namco Entertainment of America, and all you guys that come and support the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely helps us out. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.